So, what is your name?
So I'm Aleksandr.
Okay. And Aleksandr, what is your status here at Gallaudet?
I'm a second year transfer student here. I'm either a freshman or a junior at this point.
Okay.
It's kind of confusing.
And you transfer from?
A community college in New York City.
Okay. Are you originally from New York?
Yep.
Okay. And so what made you decide to transfer into this community?
The access to communication that I have, the barriers that I typically face as a deaf person are almost completely non-existent here. I have a lot of direct communication, which helps a lot. Any issues that I might have through an interpreter or because of an interpreter are almost completely, again, non-existent. So the access to communication.
Okay, and what were some of the challenges that you had before coming to Gallaudet? Communication challenges.
So some of the challenges that I faced, just a lot of people didn't understand deaf culture, or they might speak too fast for the interpreter might not be able to keep up. There were a lot of interpreter conflicts regarding scheduling, so sometimes there wouldn't be an interpreter available, or maybe I would sign up for a class and then an interpreter wasn't available during that time, so I couldn't take that class because there was no available interpreter, that kind of thing.
Okay, so now that you are in an environment where you said the communication lines have dissipated, what are some of your fondest moments being in this environment?
So just having the ability to meet old friends is a great networking opportunity, and I've really enjoyed that. You have a lot of different cultures that are here on campus and a lot of diversity, and so I think those are all part of my most fond memory.
Okay, and what's your major?
I want to become a certified interpreter for the deaf, a CDI.
Okay, all right. So what is your interaction with the community outside of Gallaudet University?
I do interact with some people off campus, especially when I'm shopping or something, or just passing people on the street. But there's really no issue. Everybody's kind of willing to write, or they speak slowly enough.
In what ways can the community outside of Gallaudet and the Gallaudet community gets more cohesive? What things can be done so that Trinidad and Ivory City and Union Market also become, like you mentioned before, not having any communication barriers? What needs to happen in order for these communities to be seamless in some ways, or more conducive?
Making sure that people hire deaf employees, making sure that they provide access to communication during trainings, making sure that if anything were to happen off campus, that if it were to involve a deaf student, that communication is fair and viable.